This lovely and most energetic and delightful patient presented for considerable extensive dentistry, and the main concern was loss of enamel. Due to medical problems, unfortunately, she has suffered quite a loss of enamel, and she has a beautiful smile. And with period of time, the loss of enamel has, unfortunately, as the enamel thins out, the dentine, which is quite dark in the tooth, is showing through the thin enamel. And she was very conscious of it. She's got the most extravagant personality, most delightful patient. I enjoy having the company with this patient. She smiles all the time, and her father said, "Sarkis, can you just do something about my daughter?" And I said, "Absolutely." So I had a difficult situation here because the presentation was for smile rejuvenation. We had to improve the teeth shape and the color and the form and the arch shape and form to complement this beautiful girl's facial aesthetics. And we had to do this with minimal intervention. And this is difficult sometimes. We decided to go with porcelain veneers because with porcelain veneers in thin sections, I can produce some beautiful results. And I work with my technical team, and we have been together for a long time, over 20 years. So we have established set format procedures for a lot of things. We know what goes what and how to implement all these different schemes to create a beautiful natural aesthetics. We had to do very minimal intervention, almost zero intervention for this patient, and create such a thin, ultra thin veneers to be able to create that beauty that to complement this patient. Now, how do we do this? How do I create beautiful smiles? It's not just simply you see on the pictures somebody comes in, they've got a little milling machine, a surgery, and they take a scan and they put things, everything's done quickly, they cut teeth. You know, I can teach a monkey how to cut teeth. Doesn't make them better dentists, they're just monkeys. But how to create beautiful aesthetics as a specialist with minimal biologic intervention or zero biologic intervention, it's a key. So every patient is unique. We need to understand how do we approach our patients' needs to be able to preserve their teeth for a lifetime. And in this very attractive patient, we had to do just that. So the aim was to restore the tooth form, the color, the shade, and the arch form to make her look right that fits her face. And that's the key to good aesthetics. So we had to do diagnostic mock-up. And we're going to assess the diagnostic mock-up. So with the diagnostic mock-up, it has to be very carefully done because it's a complex treatment here. Something that's extremely simple can be also complex. But that's my work to determine this. And the important fact about creating beautiful smiles is to understand the biology and understand how it integrates with science in terms of science, art, how they meet to create that dynamics of the facial expression. So we proceeded with diagnostic mock-up, which I sculpted very carefully. It took me about 2 hours in this case to create the effect that I want. And what I did was I said, well, don't look in the mirror yet. I said, let me just get my camera and let me just simply take a couple of pictures. And you can see the patient's reaction as they look into the mirror, how they retract their lip and look at how it looks and look at here, look at there. You know what? That's how we see it. Because if it looks good to the eye, and then it looks good to the face, because you see what the eye cannot see, the mind cannot recognize, both for me and the patients. So my work is to be able to create that special effect that fits his patient's face. Because when I'm doing diagnostic mock-up, I have the reference in front of me. I'm looking at this patient and I'm saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to balance the smile, and you can see in the images how beautifully we have transformed from a very initial, in a very subtle way, to the initial diagnostic outcome. And we have a happy patient. So what it allows me to see how thick those veneers are going to be, or how thin they're going to be. So if it's going to be thin, because it's related to how much enamel loss we have. So we're placing those veneers according to how much enamel we are replacing, which she has lost long time ago, and to create and to restore the color and the shade and the form of the teeth, which also allows me to improve the shape of the arch outline and the amount of teeth display. So you're thinking like an artist. So you're thinking like an artist, think like an engineer, but mostly going to maintain biology. So for this patient, you can see the final aesthetic outcome. We have complemented the lip form, the actual face form. She's smiling all different directions. And I feel that we have achieved the dentofacial rejuvenation that we originally planned. The most important part of achieving really good aesthetic outcome is to be able to plan for the final outcome. The diagnostic mock-up, or the real smile design. The real smile design allows me to see what works and what doesn't. And most important decision maker is you, the patient, because you are responding to the treatment as I'm proceeding with you. As I'm doing the diagnostics for you, I'm talking to you, I'm assessing your speech, as you smile, how much teeth you're showing while I'm working on your mouth, how much lips are displayed during the dynamics of the smile, so they all work together. And then you are the most important person and participant. You're guiding me to the best outcome. This is why computer-generated technology in terms of smile design is totally useless, because you're not a robot, and neither am I. I'm going to design your smile as a robot, otherwise the whole world will look the same. People will not be individualized. We individualize your smile for your face, for your persona, so you look good. And that's the key to good aesthetics. So the most important thing here is the fact that you can see how happy she is. And people are not happy, they won't smile on the camera, I can tell you. Okay, if they're not happy, they wouldn't let me even show their images on this video. So the key to good aesthetics is listening to the patient, listening what the desires are, and helping them to achieve that final aesthetic outcome. In this case, I believe that we have achieved for these patients. And naturally, we can do the same for you.